Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of, I don't think this one has a series name. I would call it Tabletop Tutorial, a time or two. Yeah. And you are a returning guest. I don't even know. I haven't said who you are yet. Hi, everybody. Rainey here with, you wouldn't believe it, another ginger. Hey, Troy.
Hey, bud. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. You know, it's the holiday season, so chaos reigns. Everything is a whirlwind. But, dude, I'm stoked that we get to play.
I'm super excited to play this one specifically. When you pitched the idea to me, I was like, this is right up my alley.
Yeah, dude. This is very much if a 2-player game is for 2 people, I feel like we could do this one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I do want to call you out a little bit because I jumped on the DM's last stream of Deathmatch Island and they were like, oh, and Troy's coming too. And I was like, hell yeah, let's go. And then I think you got a call or something. You have to do you have to save a life or something.
I had a fucking transfer to Iowa City, which was supposed to be like a 3 to 4 hour turnaround time, but the roads were like blizzarding, so it took us 6 hours. So I missed the entire stream.
How dare you? How dare you?
Yeah, I know, dude. I'm so sorry.
So noble, and miss a ridiculous game where we basically just threatened people who have belly buttons, and that's the only context I'm giving you.
Listen, the world's gonna have to wait one more episode to meet Glock McLaughlin.
We did commit to that name for you, by the way. What a name! Very, very.
And everything he does for his sister Sarah.
Yeah. In the arms. I don't want to get a copyright strike, but we've hinted at the game that we are going to be playing today. Troy, why don't you tell everybody what we're going to be playing today?
Yeah, so the game that we're playing today is a 2-player game, and it's called The Time We Have.
Oof.
And this game is a story of 2 brothers. It takes place in a post-apocalyptic setting. Think like The Last of Us is a good example of one, or 28 Days Later or something to that effect. Mm-hmm. And more or less, the game is intended to be played on either side of a closed door with a deck of cards. And one of the brothers has been bitten and is infected and has 6 days left to live. The other brother is fine, except for the fact that he's watching his brother descend into madness and transformation and ultimately death on the other side of this door. So I'm super excited to play this. When you told me about the premise of the game, not only did I think, wow, this is a perfect game for us to play, but I also thought what profound therapeutic potential this game has, exploring themes like loss and regret and fear and anxiety and all those things. I just feel like redemption even, right? Like when you're looking your last moments in the face and you're like, what is my life been and what is it going to be? You know, what comes next kind of thing. So it's something I'd love to use in a session with a client at some point. And if I do, I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, man. Clarity, right? Like stop lying to yourself because there's no time to do that anymore kind of thing. Yeah. The designer of this game, Elliot Davis, known as More Blueberries on the internet, it'll be linked in the description of the podcast, has made some really, really great games. It has a really great knack for hitting some really tender kind of things. They have another game called Project Echo, which is a time travel game where you use an actual yearly calendar, like one of those notebooks that's like a yearly calendar, and you roll and hop around it and try and find out what's going on. So they have a really good grasp of novel approaches to playing a game, right? Like it's not, we're playing a tabletop role-playing game, but it's not the dice and rolling and adding numbers that you think, even just cards like this is, a less common mechanic, but adding that layer of imagine actually playing this game. Obviously you're in Iowa, I'm in Connecticut, so we cannot play on either side of a closed door.
It's a big door.
But it's quite a big door. But imagine actually sitting on either side of a closed door and that muffled, it's not coming through clearly. And, as we'll see, some of these cards are read silently, passed under the door and stuff like that. And it's setting the stage for such an emotional game that I'm very excited to see how this plays out.
I even really love the mechanic that they came up with for X cards for lines and veils.
Yes.
Is to knock on the door in succession.
Yes.
So 1 knock means this, 2 knocks means, you need to fast forward through the scene. 3 knocks means we got to pivot. I can't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a fucking great mechanic idea.
And we will do this virtually at the end, but I do also love that there's a touch at the end of this game, which just says open the door and hug that person you just played this game with. Like, cause you guys just went through some shit. And I think this is the first time you've been back on since you've gotten your degree and are starting your actual journey into becoming
clinical mental health counselor.
Mental health counselor. Dude, congrats.
Yeah, thank you so much. I literally just got my diploma in the mail today. Well, virtually, my email. So super excited for that. Still waiting on the state to issue me my license number so I can start actually seeing clients that have insurance. But until then, I'm still, I'm seeing some clients here and there, but hopefully by the end of the month, I'll be back in full swing. So,
dude, and to think, as a reference of time, I think my first Perspective Checks interview was with you, and then we did one with Liz Green, an RPG therapist, like at the beginning of this podcast. When this podcast started, it was like you were in the beginnings of that journey, It's so awesome to see it come full circle.
And funny enough, too, Liz Green and I are actually running a panel at Captain Con on tabletop role-playing games and therapy.
Dude, that's awesome.
So
that's awesome. Yeah, and that's where you met her, right?
You've got to come to her. Yeah, that's where we met her. Yeah.
Yeah. What a wild world. What a wild world. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of therapy, we may need some by the end of this game. It could also be that cathartic, therapeutic experience we need. But this might be a little heavy. So why don't we dive in and talk about the rules of the time we have? So you could play this game with a regular deck of cards, which, you separate out by suits. So in Troy's case, over in Iowa, he's got a deck of cards and he's taken the 2 suits that he'll be using. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but we split up the deck. I have the deck that I will be using. Why don't we start with reading these rules aloud? Because this is something borrowed from For the Queen by Alex Roberts, which is a game that I love for introducing people to TTRPGs. But if you can, and this has become something I recently, in a recent Perspective Checks episode, I spoke with somebody about this as well. The idea of sharing the load of reading the rules or sharing the rules is really great because it immediately makes everybody involved. So I love that there's this system that Elliot designed here where we're going to read these cards 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 16. And then that's when we start the game. So do you want me to read the first one?
Yes.
All right. So the first card of the rules says, take turns reading these cards aloud.
Card 2 says, if you're reading this, then it's already too late. The world ended, and with that end came an infection that spelled the end of humanity. To define the world and apocalypse around you, choose one of the door cards at the end of this guide, or create your own infection and setting. Yes,
so there are a bunch of door cards, and they're really, really cool. They are anything from, like we were talking about earlier, like a 28 Days Later, Last of Us, like kind of rooted in the real world vibe. Then there are ones that are like near future cyberpunk. There's ones that are like World War II era, gas mask kind of thing. There's like eldritch ones and there's some really strange doors that we could use to play this game. But I think that for the purposes of showing people what this game is about, we decided we're going to go with the OG door.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're playing roughly in the real world, right? Like, there's no fantastical about it. It's just some strange infection has caused the end. All right.
Yeah.
So the next card says, you are brothers. One of you has been infected. In 6 days or less, the infected will change. Answer the following. Which of you is older? Which of you has been infected?
Okay. We had already talked a little bit about this. And I think for me to be the older brother that is infected, I think is what I would like to do.
That sounds good to me. Yeah.
Okay.
We spitballed a little bit of ideas, so we'll see.
Yeah, Rainey had to bring like real life shit into it, and I was like, God damn it.
Sorry, man.
Okay, fourth card here says, gather a standard deck of playing cards. Distribute all spades and hearts to the infected brother. Distribute all clubs and diamonds to the other. Give each player their corresponding prompt guide. make sure each of you reviews the safety guide.
Yes, in which we discussed a little bit earlier. There are safety tools in this game, which are very thematic to this game, which is knock once to signal that a topic or card is making you uncomfortable, if you'd like to move on or skip it. Knock twice to pause completely and remove something that was just mentioned. Then knock again twice to resume. And then knock 3 times is stop entirely, open the door, and discuss what went wrong. So if that ever comes up, we will knock on our desks.
Yep.
There we go.
Good.
All right. The 5th card says, find a door, which for us is the internet. Sit on opposite sides with the door closed and read your individual rules cards back and forth in numbered order. If you do not have access to a door, push 2 chairs together back to back, or otherwise do not face each other. Once the door is closed, the game has begun. If you open the door at any point, the game is over. Oh, I get to read the next one because now the cards go back and forth between survivor and infected. So this is a game about brothers. I am the survivor.
This is a game about brothers. I am the infected. In 6 days, I will be gone.
We will now shuffle our prompt cards and put them in a face-down deck in front of us.
I will do the same, with the exception of the ace of spades. I will place this card randomly in the bottom half of my pile. When I pass this card to you, the game ends.
We will take turns, beginning with the survivor, drawing cards and responding to the prompts. Most cards are questions which are asked to the other player. When you ask a question, I respond. When I ask a question, you respond.
Some card prompts will say pass under door at the top. These will be slid under the door, read silently, and responded to by the reader. Each represents a sound, smell, or other sensation. When you slide a card under the door, I read it and respond, and vice versa.
When responding to the prompt cards, we can ask follow-up questions and speak in and out of character. We might establish truths about each other's characters, our relationship, and the world around us. We'll let this conversation flow until a natural pause, then draw a new card.
I have a special type of card prompt, the infection prompt. There are 5 of these within my deck. The 9, 10, Jack, Queen, and King of Spades. These tell me how my infection is progressing and signal the end of one of the 6 days. I will let you know that the day is over, and we will silently pause play for 30 seconds. Yeah.
At any point throughout play, either of us can use the rules on the safety card to pause, adjust, or end play.
If we open the door at any point throughout play, the game is over.
This is WMBY. Assuming anyone out there can still hear this, I have the final public directive from the CFDC. All citizens are advised, if you see someone acting aggressive who appears to have floral growth from their mouth, eyes, or skin, do not approach. They are highly contagious and... Don't. No, please!
That's it.
Yep. With that, we will begin with my first question.
Do we want to set the scene?
Where do you imagine?
I imagine this taking place in our home. Like maybe we share a home. Perhaps it was even like our family home.
Yeah, maybe in the wake of this whole like apocalypse, we were like, we got to go see mom and dad. And we went home to find it empty and abandoned or something. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. So we're in our childhood home right now. Okay.
And maybe we had rooms adjacent to each other as kids growing up. So this is the same door that, like, you know, when I was being a mean older brother, I'd lock you out and you pound on the door. And when you were being a little fucking shithead, you'd go in my room and lock my door on me or whatever. You know what I mean?
Or dude, we have adjoining that our parents put a wall up and we have an adjoining door like a hotel. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, dude, that's awesome. We should do that.
Okay. So that we can bring that up as like a memory or something at some point, just so that's cool.
Yeah.
And are we using the names Troy and Rainey?
I'm going to be Michael,
Michael.
actually.
Okay. That's let's a little bit of separation from the from the real, right? Okay. And I'll be I don't know why this is so hard for me, but I want it to mean something. So like
it's always hard when a GM gets put on the spot to create a name for like
right?
an NPC or something.
The hardest
like,
part.
fuck.
What's this NPC's name? Fuck. Oh God. How about Jonah?
Okay. I like that. Jonah.
Yeah. Borrowing it from Jess's Deathmatch Island episode just recently, but it's in my head. So Jonah. Okay.
Michael
and Jonah.
So Jonah and Michael.
All right.
Both biblical names.
Yes, of course. Well, you know what is funny? I was like, my first few thoughts were like Peter. And then it was like, then I was like, oh man, what about Esau? And then I was like, what about Abraham? No, I can't. Okay.
I love it.
Hey, Michael, you there? Hey, man.
Yeah, I'm there, Jonah.
Why did you wait to tell me?
Well, part of me didn't know how you'd react, and then the other part of me thought I could figure this out. I've been in tight spots before.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're the one who'd figure it out, for sure. But, like always,
I didn't want to burden you with it either, Jonah.
Yeah, but you don't have to do everything alone.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, I'm not alone now.
Yeah, well, not to be a dick, but like, I will be soon. And that kind of sucks.
Let's not talk about that, Jonah. Let's think about something else, man.
Yeah.
I think the last time I was on the other side of this door, you were being a pain in my ass and I had to lock you out of my room. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I also remember I thought I could like TV kick it in and I like broke a toe.
Yeah, Mom was pissed about that.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, man. It seems like a lifetime ago.
It was. When was the last? I mean, I don't know. I definitely should have visited more, but here we are.
Gets kind of hard when the world goes to shit, too.
Yeah, let's pretend that's why I wasn't here for a while. It was the world. And you were obviously busy, but I could have been better.
Yeah, I could have been better too, Jonah. We could have been a lot of things, you know?
Yeah. You should have been a lot of things.
Oh, that's good. I think this would be a good opportunity for me to flip my card.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Ooh, okay. So this one, I believe I have to slide under the door to you.
Oh, okay. You all right in there, dude? What's so funny?
No, I'm just thinking, you said I could have been a lot of things, man. It was kind of funny to hear that coming out of your mouth. And meanwhile, on the other side of the door, I'm holding my hand as my hand is like severing from my body.
Oof.
Yeah, it just, what did you mean by that, Jonah? I could have been a lot of things.
You should have been a lot of things, man. You were older. You worked your ass off. I coasted in your shadow. I had the tailwind and got to just kind of slack my way through on your coattails. And you didn't have the opportunity. You know, Mom and Dad did their best, but and dude, don't get me wrong. You've done amazing. But just imagine if you had the opportunities that just like fell into my lap because they didn't have to worry about you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess I do. Sometimes what we make of our situation is more important than the situation we're given. At least that's something we have control over.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Kind of like right now.
What, you want me to soak this in? Should I be not, I mean, it's kind of hard to enjoy this.
I'm not saying enjoy it, Jonah. I'm just saying be present with it. You said you weren't here. You said you missed out on some stuff. Well, you're here right now.
Yeah, bro, I'm not going anywhere, but
I imagine on the other side of the door, Michael is, he was laughing, which is why it prompted you to ask him what was up. And he was laughing because he was doing that so he wouldn't weep as his hand started like essentially severing off of his arm and was replaced by these beautiful and horrifying, like blooming fungal, like flowers and shit.
Oh, yeah. All right, I'm going to flip my next card.
Sounds good.
You hear like a creaking of like bed springs. And then you hear Jonah. And I'm like, oh my God, this bed is so uncomfortable. Oh, have you tried your bed? Have you? And then you hear me shuffle back over and like sit next to the door.
I look over at the bed and my bed is still perfectly made from the day that I left. And I like to think that Michael, when he left very abruptly and he shipped off to the military. And he looks at it, he looks at the door and he looks back at his bed and he says, yeah, man, it's not as comfortable as I remember it.
When you were growing up in this house, you're sleeping in that bed, doing your best to find out how you were going to get out of here. Did you have a dream of yours that you never shared with me?
Well, part of me wished that I could take you with me. That we could see the world together. That I didn't have to lose you in order to find myself.
And yet you were always laughing and telling me all good for every one of the dumb dreams I chased. Every one, man. I would have gone. I couldn't.
Had you could have, yeah.
Yeah. Probably would have ended up better for me than all the stupid shit I did do.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jonah, I don't know if you would have been cut out for the military life, buddy.
Nah, man. Can you imagine? How quickly can they just kick someone out?
Sergeant gets in your face.
Is that a gun in your pocket, sir? How fast would they have kicked me out?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. But honestly, Jonah, it's good, bro. It's good that you didn't have to, I guess, travel the world and see the things that I saw.
Yeah, we should have. We could have gone elsewhere. I saw some weird stuff. You probably would have enjoyed a little more.
Oh yeah, like what?
Remember that road trip I went on with my friends? We were gonna go see that band, and then ran out of gas because none of us thought about how much money we needed to bring. We thought,
oh my God,
I could buy tickets. I don't know.
Fuck. That's so you, Jonah.
Yeah.
Running out of gas. My God, my brother.
Listen, not my proudest moment.
All right. I think I'm going to flip my next card.
Let her rip.
Okay. I got the 5 of Hearts.
All right. So that one you just read aloud, right?
That one I just read aloud. Yep. Who do you wish was here?
Well, I think both of us had the same idea when all this hit the fan.
Yeah.
Came to check on Mom. I assumed Dad would be okay, but
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was really hoping they'd be here.
I'm trying not to assume the worst here, but them not being here, it's a little weird. It's like, where else would they go? You know?
I don't think they would have left the house unless they absolutely had to have.
Right.
It's nice to see the garden outside, though, as I look out my window from the room that I'm in. I see somehow, in spite of the world going to shit, these fucking white roses back here still keep blooming. Mom used to love those.
I mean, she was outside nonstop, clipping.
Yeah, she took care of those things.
I don't know how. I've never had a green thumb, but I don't know how she knew how to cut here, graft here. She'd grow the craziest things. And for years, I would just walk by and be like, yeah, that's nice. But I'm never going to look at those the same now.
Yeah, puts it into perspective, doesn't it?
Speaking of flowers, man, what's it look like?
Yeah. I slide this thing under the door towards you. It is a tiny little mushroom looking thing. And then after probably 10 seconds of silence or so without you saying anything, I'm just going to say, yeah, man, that came off my cock.
I just flick it right back. Flick it back under the thing.
I start laughing on the other side of the door. So I'm like, no, it's not great, man. I took all the mirrors down.
Ugh. I'm going to flip my next card.
Yeah.
Speaking of mom and dad, all I remember, man, was them mostly letting me have it for dumb decisions. Like, running out of gas 300 miles away. But do you remember, what was that story they were always telling?
Are you talking about the one where we were supposed to go on vacation, but Dad ended up so pissed drunk that we missed the flights and had to spend the entire rest of the long weekend cooped up at home watching Dad detox? That story?
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Yeah. The two sides of that story, right? You remember Mom trying to drive his truck and he was half hanging out the open door, and I think you had to hold his collar.
Yeah.
She was like, do not let him fall out this door.
What a fucking nightmare, man. It's funny now looking back, but we shouldn't have had to go through that, man. We were kids.
And Dad.
I'm sorry.
Dad was
sorry.
Dad always would say, what? I was getting on a plane. We should have got on that plane.
That was an excuse for being so pissed drunk.
Right,
yeah,
right,
I know.
Right.
God forbid one flies sober.
I'll sleep it off. Yeah.
There you go. That would have been a good one. If you joined the military with me, you could have been a fighter pilot and told the captain I thought we were going to be flying. That's why I'm drunk.
Yeah, maybe I did inherit that a little bit from Dad. You know what? You can't.
Are you drinking? Are you drinking again?
Luca? Yeah, but it's not a problem. I'm pretty good with it, actually.
How long's it been?
Well, it was a few years. Not a drop. Then a buddy of mine got married. Honestly, I didn't expect him to invite me to the wedding, but I got the invite. And you can't not drink a toast, But I was good, man. It was weird. It didn't do it for me anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong. Did I want to keep going? Yeah. But I also remembered I probably shouldn't have been at that party in the first place, and they were trusting me not to go that far. So, yeah.
Well, I trust you, brother. I trust you won't make the same mistakes that Dad did. And
No.
when I say that, on the other side of the door, there's the sound of a cork, like, boop, like unplugging from a bottle. And I like take a deep breath in and wince because it burns my lungs when I breathe. And I take a deep, deep pull off of this bottle of whiskey and set it down. And I say, that shit's nothing but trouble. I'm going to draw my next card.
Okay. And before you ask, I think that Jonah would say something like, you know what? And I trust you. Given the circumstances, don't leave any for me.
Yeah. I'll do my best. Oh, shit. Okay, this is one that I got to pass to you under the door. It's the King of Spades.
Okay. King of Spades. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking yeah, dude.
So I think you end up kind of...
The day is over.
Yep.
So real quick. So that scene ends the day. So I'm sitting there and I'm drinking off of this bottle of whiskey after finding out that you're not sober anymore. And, I'm sitting there on the other side of the store and I drink through that bottle and that burning feeling in my lungs and stuff like that. And all of a sudden my stomach just starts to ache and it aches more and more and more. Hey, bro, are you up? I kind of knock on the door kind of hurriedly.
Yeah, man. What's up?
I am fucking starving over here, bro. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. Can you get something? Fucking beef jerky, fruit roll up, something that you can slide under the door.
Yeah, I don't know what mom and dad have, but yeah, give me a minute. I'll be right back.
Yeah, sounds good. And I think as you go downstairs and as you're kind of like looking for stuff, maybe a few minutes go by and you just start hearing pounding on the door. Pounding, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Please, bro,
yeah,
please.
Michael, it's Mike. I'll be right there, man. Hold on 1 sec. It's hard to find flat food. And I think what he comes up with is like 4 or 5 flat food objects. So like I start like one by one, like pieces of bread, and then like a few like, I think like, you know, maybe dad had some jerky or something like that. And like, the individually packaged slices of cheese, you know, you're going to have a real awful snack.
How much room do you think is under this door?
What's usually there? Like 3/4 of an inch, something like that.
Yeah, probably. As I like go to like slide my fingers under the door, like you see my fingernails have like all peeled off.
Ugh.
And there's just like raw, bloody, like rotten stubs. And I go to like reach and like grab the cheese and the fucking quesadilla shells and shit like that you're trying to slide under the door to me.
Yeah, and I think that you might see like my shadow pull away a little bit and just hear like a fuck.
And you just hear me like ripping apart the shit that you gave me, like whatever it was, just fucking cellophane wrappers just flying everywhere angrily and the fucking quesadilla chips just being torn apart. And it sounds like an animal is fucking mauling food on the other side of this door.
Okay. Yeah. I think I'm going to flip my next card.
Okay. Hey, Jonah.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for getting that food, man, but I am still really hungry. Can you just open the door for a minute and I can come grab something? Please, Jonah.
You know I can't do that, man.
Jonah, I'm gonna get you. Trust me.
I'm gonna get you some more food. I think I got an idea. Just give me a minute.
I kind of like grip my teeth on the other side of the door and like let out like a heavy exhale.
And that was at the end of a day, right?
This was the first card I drew.
Yeah. It says, let your brother know the day is over. Okay.
Yeah.
So do we think that was in the morning, or do we think that I walk away from you to go get more food and like purposely take a little bit of time?
And don't come back.
Yeah. Purposely let you kind of like wait till like you pass out or knock yourself out or something, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds good. I like that. I like this being the last interaction we have that night.
Yeah. And then
you just don't come back with more food. Yeah.
Well, by the time you wake up or we're back on the other side of the door, I've amassed a little bit of a flat food pile in case, but I'll flip over the card to start the next day.
Sounds good.
All right. Hey, Michael, you up?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm up, Jonah.
You good today? And I start sliding some food underneath like what I did is I ended up taking a bunch of things that wouldn't work and then I like rebagged them so that I could lay them flat and then slide them under.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the food. I'm feeling a lot better today. Lies, of course.
Yeah. Speaking of this door, slamming it and it being closed. Remember that fight we had? The one, the big one.
Yeah, man. How could I forget?
When I left.
Yeah.
No plan. No goals. Just that.
Yeah, man. Well, I get it. I know why you wanted to leave. I mean, right after I left, I wasn't there to watch after you anymore, you know?
Well, and
But you were 15.
Yeah. I think the biggest part was, I dropped out. I just bailed. So I want to let you know, like, and I know you know, but I want you to hear it before. Well, I want you to hear it. That you were right. I should have taken it on the chin. Should have, just powered through it. But you were right.
If that's supposed to make me feel better, it doesn't, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Like physically or emotionally, I'm just saying.
I kind of chuckle on the other side of the door when you say that. Yeah, both, I guess. This thing, man, God. Have you thought of any ideas? It's getting worse, man.
Yeah, of all the things I did pick up and learn in my time away from here, fungal infections, not really among them. Not, but like, I don't know, like Civil War amputation shit. I don't know. Like, what do you?
I look at my hand laying on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think that will work.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think? No, never mind. I don't want to talk about that.
What's up?
I hope mom and dad are okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to draw my next card.
Mm-hmm.
This is another one that I read silently.
Okay.
So I'm going to read it silently and then I'm going to take 30 seconds.
Okay.
And this is also going to be the end of another day.
Oof.
I drew the Queen of Spades. On the other side of the door, you see me, and I'm holding up that bottle in front of me, and it's empty by now, but I'm holding it in front of me, and I'm trying to like look at it, and I keep bringing it closer and further away from my face and stuff like that. And then you see me and you hear me on the other side of the door. I'm kind of like scrambling around. It sounds like I'm crawling around on all fours. And like I bump into like a bureau or a bookshelf or something. Something falls over and breaks. There's like kind of a loud movement on the other side of the door. That's what you hear.
Michael? Buddy. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Everything okay?
I can't see. I can't see, Jonah.
Oh shit.
I'm scared.
Okay. Can you find your bed? Or just come
I think so.
Or come to my voice.
So.
Sit here at the door. I can pass you stuff underneath.
Fuck, man, I can't see.
Shit. Okay.
I crawl back over to the door.
Yeah. Okay. Well, at least you're spared that terrible 80s metal poster on your wall.
You hear silence on the other side.
No. Okay. I'm kidding, man. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Here, just.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'm right here, right on the other side of this door.
Yeah, I'm here too. I'm here. And you know, Michael was a fighter pilot in the military. So for him, being able to see was paramount.
Right.
Look at this, man. What a fucking joke. What a fucking joke. And I think with that, I pass out on the other side of the door.
Yeah. Maybe we hear that thunk again, like the cork.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And on the other side, I think we see Jonah, and I think Jonah hears that cork pop as you're drinking yourself to sleep again on the other side. And I think we see him, and he's got a bottle that he took from downstairs from your dad's liquor cabinet.
Fuck.
And he like takes a big swig, and we see like tears.
This game is actually difficult to play.
Incredibly hard. All right.
Oh man, I'm tearing up over here.
I'm gonna flip my next card. Once again, I guess I'm starting the next day. I haven't gotten any of my special cards yet. I want a special card. This works though. I think you hear Jonah on the other side of the door, and it's like a big stretch, and maybe you like hear like a little bit of like movement, like you're trying to like figure out what it is. Like maybe he's just doing like a few push-ups. Maybe he's doing like some standing, like jogging kind of thing, like high knees, just like getting limber, moving a little bit.
Yeah.
And then he like gets back down, and you can hear like his head hit the back, like the back of his head hit the door. And he's like, "You up yet, man?"
Yeah, I didn't sleep well last night.
I never wake up before you. It's kind of, I'm gonna take the win.
Yeah. No, I'm up, Jonah. What's up, buddy?
How are your eyes? Can you see anything?
No.
All right, don't worry about it. I was just checking. No easy way to ask, but all right.
I get it.
You don't need to see to relive a memory, so like close your eyes, man. When did
I let that slide and I close my eyes. They've been like, I've literally had like fungal bloom and stuff come through.
And I have
eyes.
no idea, right?
Yeah.
The prompt says, when did we feel badass recently? But I think that, Jonah would ask it of you. He'd be like, tell me about one of your badass flight missions.
Oh shit. Well, I guess I've never really talked to you much about my time in the military, huh?
No, I think you didn't want me to have to worry about that, but at the same time, I've seen the pictures. Posing in a jet and shit, like it's got to be pretty cool.
There was one time we kind of before the world went to shit because of this virus. The world was already kind of a shithole because of war and greed. But yeah, man, there was a small village that we it's the word I'm looking for when you save someone. Liberated them. And I remember afterwards my group, they let us stay the night in the village after we had flown our mission because, there were some logistical issues and we couldn't get back to base that night. And they called us heroes. They kept saying in their native language, heroes, and I don't know. I guess at that point I felt like we did something good. It's hard to think of violence and death being something good, but I guess it depends what side of the coin you're on, Sorry, I don't have any uplifting stories. If you want a good one about fighter pilots, watch Maverick and Goose.
Yeah, I don't know. I always assumed you were more an Iceman myself.
I actually do laugh at that one.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, I can't see outside anymore, so I guess, might as well finish up barring up the windows.
It's pretty shitty out, man. Overcast. You're not missing anything.
I'm going to go ahead and draw my next card, Rainey.
Okay.
Ooh, shit. I slide this one under the door to you. It's the Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts. Okay.
Fuck, this one's really good.
Oh, shit. Okay.
This is fucking great, dude. So we're just over here talking on either side of this door. And what happens?
You've barred up the windows and we're sitting there. And I start to hear something downstairs outside. And I look out the window. Something doesn't feel right. And you hear Jonah as he comes up to the door and he gives a little rap on the door and he's like, Michael, I need you to do me a favor, man. Just stay low, stay quiet. I think something's outside.
Whoa.
I'm gonna be
What's
right
going
back.
on?
I don't know.
Wait.
No, stay, please, quiet. Trust me on this one. It's my turn.
Fuck.
And I don't know what are the chances you hear a shotgun rack.
Very high in this one shot.
In our parents' house, you're military, all this stuff. So I think that you hear Michael, maybe it's not a full-on shotgun rack, but it's like you hear him grab something heavy and he's armed as you hear.
It's a shotgun rack. I hear a shotgun rack.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's like, oh shit, I gotta be quiet. As Jonah goes downstairs and you hear him trying to be quiet, but you hear the stairs creak and then, oh shit. And then you hear like dunk, 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 dunk. And then you're like, oh fuck.
These old Victorians, fuck.
and you're just listening as Jonah's doing his best to be quiet as he looks around outside. And he's looking through windows. In the end, Jonah comes back upstairs.
I think before you come back upstairs real quick, I'm on the other side of this door and I've broken a leg off a chair, so it's sharpened like a spike, and I've got that spike in my hand and it's like pulled to my chest, and I have a cross. I have a silver cross on my chest, and I'm holding that cross, and I'm just praying under my breath for you. Like, be careful, Jonah. God, watch over Jonah. Please keep him safe.
I think Jonah comes back upstairs and is like, I didn't see anybody, but I think no more hammering around the windows. Let's lay low.
Yeah, good idea. Sorry.
No, it's a good idea. Don't leave open windows. But
I feel like at this point in time, Michael is just feeling so incredibly helpless. Like, he's your older brother. The world has gone to shit. He's always been the one that protected you, even before the world went to shit, right?
Yep.
And in this moment, he's literally fucking blind, locked in a room, completely fucking helpless.
Yeah.
Oh, he feels so bad right now, bro.
I think Jonah, though, is like, I gotta take care of my big brother. You know what I mean? Like, I never did. I never had to.
Yeah.
But I also need to show you, again, he doesn't want to talk about it and say it in this way, but like, before you're gone, Jonah needs you to know he may have made some dumb decisions and done some stupid things. It worked out for a while, but now like he can take care of himself. Hopefully. So I'm going to flip my next card. And I finally got a pass under the door one for you.
Okay. Right after you told me to stop banging on the windows too, you fucking audacious bastard. Oh, maybe I hear you tuning a guitar.
Ooh, sure.
I like that. I say, shit. Jonah, you still play that thing?
Hell yeah, man. Of all the things I've started and quit, this one stuck.
Oh, man. I would love to hear a song right now. I don't even give a shit which one.
Okay, and I think that Jonah is gonna laugh.
Free roads.
Does Michael just start singing some John Denver? Is that John Denver? Oh God, the internet's gonna come at me for that one. I think it is. I think it is. Sure. He just starts playing some Middle America folky kind of like Americana chords, little things, just noodling.
I think this is probably, other than the little like chuckles and stuff like that, this is the first time that Michael is actually smiling on the other side of the door. Mm-hmm. And like when he smiles, the camera like pans into him, and again, the light in his eyes has faded as it's kind of overgrown with like fungal and fungus blooms and stuff. And like his teeth have fallen out, and he's just there, and he's just smiling, but he's like full of joy in this moment. Next card. All right. So the 3 of Spades says, what argument have we had repeatedly since the end? So since the world went to shit.
Yeah.
And this infection spread, what argument have we had over and over again? Maybe we start with the argument.
Yeah.
Like we start having this argument again.
Yeah. I mean,
let's see.
Part of me thinks we had the agreement that if one of us got infected, the other would do what we know needs to be done. And we've been sitting here for 3 days.
Yeah.
And you're a military guy, like, probably struggling right now, like worse than ever. You're blind. Like you said, you're feeling hopeless.
Yeah. Hey, Jonah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't by chance be able to fit that shotgun under the door, would you?
Nah, bro. I cannot do that.
We talked about this, Jonah. How many times have we had this conversation?
Yeah, but look, we're still talking. What do you want me to do?
I want you to help me. I want you to help me, Jonah.
When it's all hypothetical, man, you say yeah. You say yeah. I can do that. I will do that for you. I can't watch you turn into that. I can't. But let's be honest. In the hypotheticals, it was me, bro. It was not you. And I can't not yet, man. Do you want me to get there's some more sliced cheese. Come on. Stay with me, bud.
I think you just hear Michael on the other side of the door just start like hacking profusely. And like you hear the sound of just like wet insides just fucking hitting the floor on the other side of the room.
And in Jonah's delusion or like denial of it all, he's just like, okay, all right, like look, don't force it, man. Like come on, I know your coughs, bro. Come on. I'm gonna flip a card to like, this is gonna be like Jonah's trying to distract you. Hopefully.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just reeling.
Oh, dude, this is a good one. This is a really good one.
Okay.
Come on, man. We got time. Look, maybe I'm being a little selfish. I know. Look, hey, where did we always say we were going to end up? We're not there yet. Where did we always say we would end up?
Yeah, man, we said we'd end up in the mountains with a small place, just me and you and Mom.
Yep.
We said we'd go hunting. We'd live off the land.
That's right, off grid.
Oh.
Can't do it yet.
So far away now.
Yeah, can't do it yet. We're not there yet.
I don't know if I'm going to make it there with you, bud. Might have to get the place ready for Mom.
Yeah, and Jonah's just sitting there, just kind of like you can hear him pacing, not sure what to do.
God, I wish I had the answer for this, Jonah. I wish I knew what to do right now, but I don't.
Just give me a little more, man. Just a little more time.
Michael thinks about all the times that he's been there to help Jonah, help him through every little thing, you know? Mm-hmm. And he's like, all right, brother, I got you. I'm going to draw my card.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, another one that I'm drawing all fucking high cards, bro.
Nice.
This is the Ace of Hearts. This one.
So close. So close. If it was the Ace of Spades, that's the end of the game, right?
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The card says, you hear my breathing grow heavy.
You were literally just doing it like intentionally earlier. So like it's only getting raspier and wetter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that not safety tool wise, this is just Jonah like kind of like banging on the door. Like he can hear you right on the other side. He's like, hey, stick with me. Come on. Hey. Talk. Hey, no. Come on, bro. Please. Come on.
Oh, man. It hurts to breathe.
Oh, come on, bro. I can't. Oh, I can't do it. I'm going to flip one more card.
Yeah.
The card says, what have you used to defend yourself? And I think that the way we can swing this one is...
How did I get infected?
Yeah. So I think that the question strikes Jonah that I'm standing on the other side of this door with a shotgun.
Yeah.
You said you tore off a chair leg and like started sharpening it. So my question is, do you have a knife like in your hands?
No. I was I meant I ripped the chair leg off and it broke in a way that it was splintered because I only have one hand.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your other hand broke. So what would how would we have gotten infected? How would you have gotten infected?
Yeah. And like, I like the idea of you defending me. Like I was in rough shit, getting attacked or something, trying my best to fight him off. And then like you literally saved my life. Yeah. But it was too late. I had been bitten.
Yeah. I see. I don't know. When I ask a question, normally you have to answer, right? So like, what have you used to defend yourself? Mm-hmm. And maybe this is how Michael, and this is how Jonah asks Michael is he says, hey man, when we were in that convenience store grabbing water and stuff, did you ever pick up your gun?
Yeah, man, I did. Unfortunately I don't have it right now, but yeah, make sure you have one of those things with you at all times, man. It's a necessity.
Yeah.
I wish I grabbed it. I wish I grabbed it when we were in the store.
Mm. Yeah, me too.
But fuck.
Okay, bro. You let me know what.
I think at this point, like, Michael's on the other side of the door and his back is pressed to the door.
Mm-hmm.
And I just picture you also, like, your back pressed to the door on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just got this sharp, spiked leg of a chair. And I've just got it, like, held right under my chin. My chin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just keep whispering, like, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm going to draw my next card.
Mm-hmm.
8 of Hearts. Oh, my fuck, dude. Hey, Jonah.
Yeah, bro.
And at this point, my voice is kind of gurgled a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to promise me something.
If I can, yeah.
Promise me when I'm gone, you're going to stick around for a while.
Here?
I just mean, promise me you're not going to die.
Yeah, I can, I'll make that promise, Michael.
Well, good. Now I feel a lot better knowing that you're invulnerable.
Yeah. Binding. You got it.
I want you to know, Jonah, for what it's worth, man. This is never what I had anticipated was going to happen. And I'm sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for.
I'm sorry that you've got to be here for this. But I'm happy you're here.
Me too. Me too, man. I'm going to flip my next card. That's a terrible card to flip. Terrible card to flip right after that. I'm going to pass it under the door.
Okay. Oh, shit. I think we're just going to summarize this one with a quick what happens when you return.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you just hear me pounding on the door and screaming like a kid your name. Just screaming your name over and over and over again as I'm just pounding on the door.
Yeah, I think that Jonah had gone downstairs. He grabbed another bottle. He just I think he walked outside, fresh air.
Yeah.
I think he's holding the shotgun in his hands.
Fuck.
He's just like pacing around the yard. He hears a rustle. He's getting nervous. You know, he's looking around. He closes the door. He comes back upstairs. And like when he comes back into the house, he hears the banging. He hears the screaming. He runs upstairs.
Jonah.
I'm here.
Jonah.
Michael, I'm so sorry. I needed some fresh air. I'm sorry. I should have told you.
I thought you left me.
No, I'm not going anywhere, man. I promised, remember? I promised.
Promise me you're not going anywhere.
Yeah. Nope. I'm done running away, man.
I'm done running too. I'm going to draw my next card. Drew the Ace of Spades.
Oh, shit. Okay. So does this slide under the door?
This slides under the door, yep.
Then I imagine. Okay, I will read it. And
okay.
I'm going to add the little bit of flavor that Michael didn't have the best handwriting to begin with. Blind Michael. It takes Jonah a good minute to be like, what the fuck am I reading? And then, but he he unfolds this piece of paper and he's like, what is this? And we get the monologue of, I can't see anymore. I saw my last sunset yesterday evening, and the saddest part was I knew you were watching the same sunset through eyes that are sad and scared. I worked so hard to keep you safe all those years, and now I find myself the monster kept at bay on the other side of this door. I'm scared of what I'd do to you if given the chance. Do me a favor, brother. When you open this door and see me there, remember me for the man I was, the man I tried to be. And if it's not too much to ask, bury me beneath those white roses in the garden, where I may rest until we meet again. And Jonah's hand is shaking as he puts this letter down on a bedside table. He is crying. He puts the bottle down, and with two hands, he holds the shotgun. He knocks a couple of times. He says, Michael, I'm not going anywhere. You there?
It's quiet on the other side of the door.
Jonah puts his hand on the doorknob, unlocks it, turns the handle, and slowly backs up, holding the gun.
I like the idea of when you open the door, and the door, it just slowly kind of swings open, right? Built in an old house, the fucking walls are a little wonky, and you just see what's left of Michael. He's fully taken by the infection, and he's just standing there, and he's got his one hand. He's got the cross
hanging.
He's got the cross in his hand, and it's on the window. And he's just looking outside through the window, and he can't see anything. And then you just hear these kind of guttural animal type of sounds and stuff as he slowly turns towards the door.
Yep, and I think Jonah stands there and waits as long as he can until one rasp too many. I think he continues to say, Michael, I'm not going anywhere, Michael, answer me, Michael. And it's just that, like that guttural liquid. And I think it just crescendos to a screaming Michael. And when you don't respond, eventually on one of these screams,
the screen cuts to black and you just hear the sound of the shotgun rack.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh my God, bro. Oh.
Cuts to black, fades in on white roses. And that's where it ends.
With a shovel.
With
freshly dug dirt.
Yep, with a shovel. Exactly.
Oh
man,
Rain.
this game,
what a game, dude.
This game is heavy, dude. Yeah, virtual hug.
I literally was crying. I was literally crying during this game.
Yeah, this is when in the game, if you play this in real life, you open the door, you hug that person.
Oh fuck.
Oh
man, what a game.
Yeah.
What a concept.
Thank you, Elliot. Wow.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh man. I knew we would like this one. Sorry to get you all teared up over there, man.
No, it was really good, man. It was very, very powerful. Mm-hmm. I'm somebody who thinks very much in images. Imagery is very powerful to me, and it's how I think in imagery. So every time you would read something, or every time I would imagine a scene, it was me picturing these two brothers on either side of the store, you know?
Yeah, again, I love to think of tabletop role-playing games in terms of, like, again, same. I have a very active imagination, very, very good at picturing things in my mind, and I tend to narrate like it's a TV show for a lot of my solo stuff, even for my group games when I GM. This whole time, it was almost like I'm thinking of it like directed like a TV show, and most of it is literally shot with like just a line in the middle of the screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And two rooms. But, occasionally you get like a keyhole kind of, just one of us or whatever. But, oh man, that is,
what a powerful game.
There are so many questions. Like I was like looking at the bottom of my deck, just like kind of going, what else could have been asked? And there were some absolutely like gut punches in here, dude.
Yeah.
Done right, done with this is a game that you can't, like we did laugh a few times, right? Because like any game, right, like you cut the tension with a joke or whatever, but like this is a game that if you give it the full go and play it straight, like I don't know how, like my chest hurts right now, like real talk, dude. Like I gotta take a deep breath, like for real, and just.
I have wiped snot all over this chair, bro. I gotta disinfect this shit with some Clorox wipes. I'm looking around. There's no fucking Kleenex anywhere, bro. I'm just fucked.
Oh man. Well.
Oh man.
Thank you, Troy. Thank you, bro.
Yeah. Thank you, man. This was a great experience, Rainey. Mm-hmm. I had a really good time with it. I think this is such a great game to play if you've got someone that you've known for a long time, right? It doesn't have to be a sibling, but somebody you've known for a long time. If you guys can vibe off each other well and build off each other's stories, right? Like, do you remember that time when? Do you remember that time when? I know. Right?
Yeah, and there are literally like, one of those prompts was like, remember that? Like, you remember a fight you had, and like it doesn't say what the fight was about. So like, I had to be like, remember the big fight, and I was trying to like think on the spot, like, what was it about? And it was just running away or whatever, but. Yeah, like if you have a person that like you have any kind of, this is something I would caution people: don't let it get too real, right? You know what I mean? Like we brought a little bit of us into this.
We did.
But like we said at the beginning, a little bit of separation to just keep it safe,
healthy and safe.
Yeah. But oh man, yeah, and it goes to show, these games, I talk to people all the time about games, like in interviews and playing games with folks and all this stuff. Like there is something to be said for, people say all the time, these kinds of games, they breed empathy because you like have to put yourself in other people's shoes. You have to confront other ideas. You have to not solve every problem with XYZ, like depending on the game you're playing. But like just the core concept of this game is just a reminder that even in a world where we're not living through, and I can see where the inspiration came for a game like this. There was an epidemic a few years ago, but even in a world where we're not facing an apocalyptic end, it's a reminder that, we're all on a clock, it might, it's never, it's never a bad idea to maybe have that hard conversation while you can, but.
I think that's a plug for Living Wills. get your living wills and your estates all sorted out while you're young and healthy.
What's funny is I had a little bit of a moment like that this past week. My wife and I went to my work's holiday party, and then we met some folks out after, and we were the old people at the bar. Like me and Lynn, dude, it was like all college kids, and I was like, oh no. I am old. You know what I mean?
Shit.
So yeah. Thanks for the reminder to put my living will together.
Yes, you're welcome. That's the first responder in me to you. So yes.
All right. Well,
Rainey, thanks again so much, man, for having me back on the podcast. And this is something that now that I'm not in school, I'm hoping we get to do a little more often.
Hell yeah.
Because I miss playing these random indie RPG games with you and stuff. You always come up with such good ones to play. So yeah, man.
You'll always be on. You'll always be on the list of messages I send out to be like.
I'll always be your number one ginger.
That's right. Unfortunately.
Tell Lynn she's a close second.
Unfortunately, that does go to Lynn, but you're a close second. Right? You know what? 1A, 1B, right? That's how it works.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Thanks, Troy. Do you want to pitch anything? I mean, like, do you want, I know you're working on, you're getting your game therapy stuff up and running.
I guess I'll just plug that a little bit. I mean, it's not something that I'm looking for clients on or anything like that, but just, started this really exciting journey a couple of years ago, becoming a therapist. And I recently, during my clinical time last year, found a way to blend two of the things I'm most passionate about, which one is therapy and helping people. And then the other one is role-playing games and telling stories. Mm-hmm. And I found a way to make those two worlds collide. And dude, it has been incredibly rewarding.
Yeah. And if you're listening to this game, you just listened to a very heavy game and session and story. And there are tools like this, the games can be used to explore these things, and, they don't replace therapy, but they're a powerful tool. So.
Yeah. And it's also fun too. I told Amber before we go, she gets paid to play D&D, and now so do I. So
look at that. Made the dream.
We won.
Yeah.
Blizzbot, man. We won.
That's right.
We fucking won.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you again.
And as always, thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Rainy Plays Games podcast. I think the time we have is a good last actual play to end the year on, not as some kind of horror story, although arguments could be made for the world as it is right now, but more a reminder that you never know when something could happen. And as the winter and the holidays are typically a time for being around family, even if they are family you don't particularly get along with, it might be a good time to remember to say something you have been meaning to say but never have the time to, or courage to, or want to have that conversation. I'm not telling you what to do, but food for thought. And that's it. You know where to find me on the internet. Rate and review if you like this kind of stuff. Come join the DMs After Dark Discord, hang out. And otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful holiday. I hope you have a wonderful end of the year. And I hope that your next year starts incredibly well. Obviously, there's a couple more episodes after this for the year, but it feels like a real winding down. So stay safe out there.